Alright, so one of these days, there's people I know that are like, oh, you're all over the place, you should focus on one thing. I had one person get it right. They said that I'm gravitating around a point. And to people who don't understand that there's a point at the center of all this, don't see the point. I thought that was pretty funny. So, major things that we need to do. Okay. We need to have a be able to hone target be able to achieve interaction with the cell. So this is going to make for an interesting refactor. Want to check live?
Total body gives 24/7 freshness everywhere.
Play War Thunder now. Join millions of players across the globe in massive battles on
I'm already so tired. Let's see if we can get this thing to run. Let's slow down our run to like 5 frames a second. And then let's go into our society. That's right, it's at the engine level. No, it's at the agent level. We can say class constants. And then we can start setting names and values. This will act as our global accessor for configuration. That's kind of a cool way. I don't think I've ever used something like that before. So let's add constants. And then we're going to take all these out. I could regex these, but I don't think that needs to be in here, but background color and jobs and food and population, because we're gonna have more config values. So that, where do we pull that from? Engine. See, I like this. From DGL micro import constants. And everywhere we have grid size, we place it with constants, grid size. I hate using the value thing, but it's fine. So what we can do here actually is we can say grid size equals constant grid size value, screen size, background, and jobs, and food. So then this localizes a global setting. And then this screen size divided by grid size would be cell size. So we can go to the constants and we can say cell size.
Meet the all-new Ashley. Discover new
Cell
styles and
size.
models
So then we only
to
calculate this
everything you need
once.
to create inspired spaces from our store to your door. The new Ashley. It's the
And
look
really,
of
this should be a lambda that then calls the static constants. That's the correct way to do this. But then we have to call it as a function.
Going to a tornado, for God's sakes.
So then it's not a constant. It's dynamic. It's in lambda, it can't be const. Contradictory. So we have to do it like this to compile it. Drop it at compile time. See. I forgot where I was at. Engine. So we could say cell size equals the cell size value, and then we replace all of these. We don't though. It's so dumb. So we don't need these here, grid size. or screen. We just need the screen. We could abstract this out further, but not necessary. So even these don't matter. This is the way to do it. This is the way. We actually could just call self-genesis. That's a clean way to do it. Then in main, we get rid of Genesis. Then we get rid of the declaration again because we want to be cool, edgy kids.
All up in the club, bitches wanna talk, I just wanna rave, so I tell them shut up. All up in the club, bitches wanna talk, I just wanna rave, so I tell them shut up, shut up, tell him shut up.
So it is cool that our society does stuff. But we want to, okay, so now that it does stuff, because it didn't always do stuff. Oh dang. Okay. I'm lost.
bitches wanna go. I just wanna rave, so I tell them shut up.
Oops. So did I change something? I was thinking about changing something. I wanted to back it up first. So we got these things moving around again as they were, but we need to start the, let's slow it down even more. Let's do FPS here, and we're gonna do 1 frame per second. Let's do 2. 2's reasonable. Then engine, when we do clock tick, we'll do constant dot frames per second dot value. So we're just using the values of these things. So when we do agent, let's go to agent real quick and fix that one too. Let's look at an agent. So we could say these things have a DNA. We would need to define a DNA to build a properly genetic algorithm, but
YouTube and the YouTube Music app all together.
we're trying to take concepts of both. So let's say this thing has energy. We're gonna use constant initial energy, initial E, not value. This shit goes hard as shit.
You cannot hang with the gang. Rumors come back like a boomerang, feeling free just like I'm Gucci, man. Only OG without breathing this spice up my flow with no seasoning, ducking your bitch for no reason. Fly like an eagle, that's got me lost like a riddle. Young nigga just got potential. Diamonds so clear they look see-through. We are an equal, we are an equal. I will not cool like a Rocky, get to the goal like it's hot. Put the weight on my back, nigga feel stock. Keep catching bodies, that is my hobby. Diamonds so wet like tsunami. I will not cool like a rock, get to the goal like it's hot. Put the weight on my back, nigga feel stock.
Initial W value. So we're gonna do initial energy and initial wealth. We're gonna go back to our it needs to be in its own. No, it's action. Initial energy needs to be 25. Initial wealth needs to be. I think we might need to start them. We want to see how far we can take this down. We started at 50. What is the ideal energy level? We started at 50.
Trust me, I got it, boy. And what a LA, y'all know that I'm making noise. Yeah. LA drift.
100 miles an hour, good luck seeing me, motherfucker. Self, design,
It's the LA drift.
grab my beat.
Okay, initial energy, initial weight. Let's keep this guy over here. Collapse this so we got some more room. Move her over a little bit. We don't need that. Started at 10. We want to make this an average monitor work. I want to make this an average monitor food. Can we emulate society? This shit's dope though. I didn't like it at first.
Join large-scale battles with military vehicles. The online action game War Thunder has received a major update, Direct Hit. Joining the battle are machines like the Soviet MiG-27M, American Abrams HC, the Swedish Viggen, and many other new vehicles. Push these modern machines to their limit on the new map, Spaceport. Dozens of players participate in a single battle using tanks, planes, and helicopters. Research unique modules, smoke grenades, dynamic defenses, thermal sensors,
Taking a target. It works. It works. It works. That's cool as shit. It's going pretty slow, but I like that we can see him moving around now, doing random shit. That's cool as fuck. So our reward's not right. Damn, my guy's such badass reflex. So let's see it go. Pretty slow. That's okay.
To be free and flexible and creative was really essential to what I wanted to make, and I didn't find a platform that did that other than Wix. Hi, I'm Liv. I run Double Bricks, a print and design studio in Brighton, UK. I chose Wix for my business because of its massive scope for functionality and freedom of creation. Everything I create at Double is visual. So for me, those customizable elements like
My keys are actually not loud.
the additional bits of coding, the
And it's not that I just hit them hard.
process of printing.
So we're gonna get rid of the constants, and we're going to replace them with settings. That makes a lot more sense. And then we have to make sure in our init that we have settings coming out of settings, import settings. Settings. We're still not done with our agent though. Now we have tabs open on both sides, and there was one that's missing. Setting. Does it run? Cool. So, I don't really have a rule for like male and female odds. I need to fix the reward though. And also the age doesn't make sense. We're starting at 75 health. Alright. Okay, let's go back to agent because I think I got those backwards. We don't have an action yet. We do have an action, right? Move each. So we haven't assigned these yet. I think we just want these to be monitors. Like we don't want to use these. These are not for
So is my shoulder. Reach for Arnicare when sore muscles.
the agent's behavior, but for the agent's action.
Formulated pain reliever has no strong medicine smell and is applied directly to where it hurts. Arnicare, available where you shop.
And the agent's actions are determined by the agent's behavior. That is correct. So I think we want these to be monitors for the agent's behavior. Let's say these help us observe what the agent is doing. That's it. Because, so this enum will actually grow as part of the agent behavior. We are going to have to grow the agent out even, I guess, into its own module, if you will. Let's go ahead and do that. And then we'll move agent into agent. Okay, and then what we're actually gonna do is init. We'll actually move agent So there's two ways you could do this. We could move agent here and then have the agent functions here, and we implement them here, and then we import the agent module, the class from the module. Or we could leave it here, import it here, and then we could access it here. And then all of its internal definitions are within its own module, and they all go in the init function, unless they need to go somewhere else. For design logic, I like it the other way. For the import logic, I like it this way. The cleanest way would be to have them all be separate and wrap the agent module, but I don't like the idea of having a redundant name here. But I also don't like the idea of having stupid names there, so what we do is we move all of this out. Move it here. really could leave this empty, but we're not going to. Cost of service. Let every agent set their cost of service. So we will put this in our settings. I knew there was more. Cost of goods. Then all of these are going to go into a utilities.
Yeah, they want me to put the hammer down. When I strike, just hope you know it around. They want me to put the hammer down. Light it up, it's going down. They want me to put the hammer down. When I strike, just hope you know it around.
Okay, so here we need to say from DGL.
Light it up, it's going down. Way too low key.
Yeah, just go ahead and import everything.
You don't know me. I'm from the north, I don't get coffee.
And then we will import from direction, import direction, and then we will make direction.py. This might go somewhere else. Now that I think about it.
So many people on it, hope it never get retraced. I swear I try to be cool with it. You a cool gimmick, that's an oxymoron. Talk down on what you created. You ain't Tony, but it's feeling Ultron. I can style switch, I still never miss. Gotta play the game, you know how it gets. They put ammunition in my clip, 2017, I want all of it. Gotta put my parents in a better house. World tour plans added to my route. At the hole, not too many getting out. Back home though, heard they get it now. Where were you when I was trying to lift it? I was worried before I got the digits. Back when this was just a dreamer's fiction. Took it from the written to a motion picture.
So
they want me to put the hammer down. When I strike, just hope you know it around.
the direction does belong to an agent because an agent moves. It's not a macro, it is part of the agent. So the agent is empty right now, but the reason we did that, so we have
Ragnarok, way the world is looking. Apocalypse with our leaders cooking. Politicking while the clock's ticking. Gladiators in the streets stay crooked. Planet Earth turn to planet dirt with the way they plan it and the planet murked. Before NASA get refunded, hope they get to find a better planet first. Fighting for it like I'm double sorting. Bruce Banner going green for it. Drugs popping on the radio, but I swear you ain't gotta lean for it. Every wave ain't the one to chase.
These two functions form the foundation of our future. This function forms as the cradle of our generation. Genetics. That's literally what it is. So interesting. Does it work? Love it when it works. Still got our average health and wealth backwards. So energy should be initial E. Our settings, our initial E should be 25. So where is it coming from?
Pampers Swaddlers. Up to 100% leak-proof protection, up to 0% skin irritation.
Downy Rinse and Refresh helps remove
The
odors
map
3 times better
size
than detergent alone.
should always be
Rinse odor away.
setting stop map size, right? Size, we don't even use size. Don't use size there either. Placement doesn't need size. Because the size is the setting dot cell size. Still not working right there. So let's start at the top. On our function, we create our population. So go back. Call a number of jobs. Number of food and the number of population. These are local. You could just call populate society. And see, all of these are like obsolete now, but we could. The reason we're writing code this way is so that we can call these functions in different places. We don't want to hard code everything to one type of setting. We want this thing to be able to evolve. Like, we want to introduce the concept of scarcity in the population. Alright, I'm not going to be able to do this a whole lot longer. What's the problem? It's our average health. So let's find where this is at. Average health.
It ain't my dad's razor, Dad.
Status, average age, average health. Let's go to where this is at. Equals to sum.
You're never gonna make it, you're not good enough.
Of energy for aging.
Different and you must be kidding. Think you're gonna hit it, but you just don't get it. It's impossible, it's not probable, you're irresponsible. Too many obstacles, you gotta stop it, yo. You gotta take it slow, you can't be a pro, don't waste your time no more. Who the fuck are you to tell me what to do? I don't give a damn if you say you disapprove. I'm gonna make my move, I'm gonna make it soon. And I'll do it cause it's what I wanna fucking do. Cause all these opinions and all these positions, they come in millions, they blocking your vision. But no, you can't listen, that shit is all fiction. Cause you hold the power as long as you're dreaming. There's no way that you make
I don't understand.
and maybe you can fake it, but you're never gonna make it. Aren't you just gonna take that? Make them take it all back. Don't tell me you believe that. Aren't you just gonna take that?
I don't understand. That doesn't make any sense at all. Like, go to definition, we go to Genesis, we go to populate, we go here, we have a number of population, number of jobs, number of food. And we create agents. So this is, okay. We don't need to break these out yet. We are going to have to break these out eventually, the same way we just did the agent. We'll eventually have to do that for the macro. I'm so lost right now. Okay, what I wanted to do is I wanted to pull these functions out. Calculate direction. Where is that function?
Make them take it all back. Don't tell me you believe that.
Let me find my old code, dang it.
Take that. Or will you fucking fight back?
You know what? I bet my shit don't run.
Or will you fucking fight back?
Looky there. We have just been writing a shit ton of bugs. I've been wondering why my code was working so well. Wow, so there's no telling how bad we butchered our code. Aside from the fact that we now have a missing function. This is one of those times I'm going to quit. And I'm not coming back.
The new Sensodyne
When I come back to this,
whiter teeth, 24/7 sensitivity.
I'm not going to rewrite it.
Recommend it.
I'm going to go through this one again. This is very good. We will go to our Git history. Back up everything. Just wondering why. Git commit big boo boo. I don't know if I can even go back in my Git history to find calculate. Let's just do this. Define calculate. There you go. So this doesn't need self. This doesn't need self. Just needs a magnitude. Calculate target reward. This only needs a self to call the target reward function. Then we take all of these, calculate direction, calculate target reward, and calculate reward. Calculate direction. Directional magnitude. That's what it needs. We need to be explicit with our function names, damn it. Because this part goes under direction. There's no static because these are separate things.
Swimming in troubled waters, but I'm drowning in the lies. And searching for the truth, all I found is our demise.
So we do have to take in
First you hate me, then you love me, then you hate me more. No, I gave you lots of ammunition, guess our love was war. We keep breaking up and making up, and that's why we are. But our world is so stuck in a revolving door.
we'll have to fix these, but these will go in our agent. And really, reward function for our agent. And really, this should be reward, because this is our reinforcement learning.
But I'm drowning in the lies and searching for the truth. All I found is our demise. Her love was made of glass.
We can actually just say directional magnitude is better. And directional V. You could just call it V, because that's what a vector is. Then people might confuse it. The azimuth angle, that's so funny. That's what I was saying the other day. Or P. I just say P. I do like that. That feels like the most correct. Then in reward, just call it P. So now we have a direction map. Calculate reward now comes from reward. So import reward from calculate reward. Okay, so I don't care if it works or not. We did a huge refactor. Sometimes it's actually better to not do things right. The agent map size, we need to fix this real quick too. Settings, we don't have a map size. We have the cell size. Map size is our grid size. I don't even know where that was at. Status. So this really should be part of the agent as well. And then we don't have self here now. So we need, age reward. Let's not do this here. Let's do this on the agent level. When we do this, and then we say, we're gonna just add a lifetime reward scalar. Let's be explicit. So happiness. Our happiness should be a factor, but we don't, so we're multiplying it here. Happiness comes for eating. We want to increase our happiness, right? But we'll do that elsewhere.
Your favorite movies are on YouTube. Catch the latest releases from Max, Paramount Plus, Stars, and more. Find your favorite movies and TV on YouTube.
Used to tell us how rewarding a potential action could be.
Check it out.
I'm so lost. Sometimes it gets so lost, and I'm okay with that. Remove status here. I like that decision. I feel like target should also be part of the agent, but I don't know if we're gonna use target. We are using it to determine, or to kind of like trigger. Can we completely refactor this one out? And I like to say to do, determine if we can completely refactor this one out. It's no longer a question, it's a statement, it's affirmative action. These are useful. So real quick, so now our action has an update function, update state. All that does is check if we're dead. Currently only checks if we are dead or not. We need to determine how to reward ourselves for what we are doing. Let's choose random action. This update function should weigh potential opportunities and pick a course of actions, and then update and update state reward and update the queue table. Caching happens on the epoch level. I have no clue where we're at, but yeah, now this doesn't look so exhausting. And then we can implement things here. We talked about the table to sell. Then we stop this whole implementation. The miso macro and micro layers. This is gonna be very big. Well, anyway, thanks for tuning in and watching and checking in and following and yep, all that stuff.